Well, hello junior school. How are you going in this flood season? I don't know about you. I went to the shops the other day and I went into the shops looking for some bread and it was basically all gone. Now, years ago, my wife and I, we were given a bread maker so we can actually make bread. So I went into the shops and I bought the bread mix so that I could come home and make loaves of bread even if there was none in the shops. Now, I don't know whether you know what goes into making bread, but what you have your bread mix. So there's my bread mix that I've got. There's about 3 cups of bread mix in there, so that goes in first. I'm no expert bread maker, don't you worry. I'm not like those people who make it properly and they knead the dough, because I've got this special thing here. I then have about 310 millilitres of water, which I put in. So I pour that in over the top. Here we go, just spread it around a little bit. Okay, and there it goes in. Now the last ingredient that I put in is this little thing here. It's called yeast. There's not very much in there at all. It's about 1.5 teaspoons. It's not very much. But what I do, I put it in, I spread it over the top of my bread mix, and you know what will happen? This will go into a machine, and the machine will do what's called kneading it. It spreads through and it will make this bread rise up nice and high, and you'll have this lovely, tasty, fluffy bread. Now, I don't think that's too hard to understand. You put a little bit of yeast in, but it causes the whole batch of dough to rise. Well, Jesus used that when he used the Bible. He used that idea, and he compared the idea of bread to the kingdom of God. And this is what he says. He says, "What shall I compare the kingdom of God to? It is like yeast that a woman took and mixed into a large amount of flour until it worked through all the dough." A little bit of yeast. The kingdom of God is like that. When people hear about Jesus, they tell others, and it keeps spreading, and more people hear about Jesus and choose to love him. See, the money man's got no idea. He thinks it's all about making more money. And yeah, economically or financially, he's right. If you spend a lot of money, you should make more money. But God has a different idea. He wants each individual person who loves Jesus to talk about their love of Jesus, to share the love of Jesus with others. And as much as the money man wants to be the most powerful person in the world, he never will be. Because Jesus is more powerful. Jesus is so powerful that he beat death once and for all by rising again. That money man, he has got it wrong. He thinks Jesus is crazy. But when he dies, that's the end of his life. But if you love Jesus, then you can live forever. And so I want to encourage you, if you do love Jesus, be like that little bit of yeast and share your love of Jesus with others. Have a great week, Armdale.